Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kit Holmes. It is Transformation Tuesday. I'm standing on the channel of the Manistee River in northwest Michigan, and you can see that behind me. That goes out to the big lake, Lake Michigan. The reason I'm standing out here today is actually yesterday and last night, one of the lake freighters came through the channel and into Manistee Lake to go down to the industry on the south end of Manistee Lake. And if you'll notice, the channel doesn't look particularly wide, and it's not. It averages about 100 feet wide. The freighter that came through last night, side to side, is about 68 feet. They average that much. And it was 630 feet long, a couple of football fields and some change. Obviously, somebody's got to be pretty skilled. A number of somebodies need to be very skilled at navigating that giant piece of machinery down this narrow channel. And it is deep, of course. In fact, I'll turn around here in a minute. They're actually dredging the channel because the storms and this is a river and the silt builds up and they've got to dig it out so the freighters can get through. But my point here on Transformation Tuesday is navigation. It is practice. It is our spiritual practice. We don't start out driving a great big ship through a very narrow channel. The metaphor is we probably start with something more like a canoe or a rowboat if we're going to get on the water at all. Another metaphor, of course, is the water metaphor, which is the flow of life. We never stand in the same river twice, as it were. We've heard that many times. But we need to practice so we can increase the size of our boat, if it were, and go into bigger channels and bigger lakes and off to larger adventures and greater expressions of ourselves as spirit. As I said, it takes a crew to get that giant freighter down this narrow channel, and from Lake Michigan back to Lake Manistee, which is about a mile. It takes them close to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on the weather, depending on winds, depending on all those kinds of things. But somebody practiced. Somebody stuck to it. Somebody had an idea to build a bigger boat in the first place. We are always being inspired and poked and prodded by spirit to build something bigger, to be a greater expression, to learn to navigate, to stay between the shores, plural, as it were. If you've ever gone canoeing, and I know many of you have, you know it takes a good bit of practice to get down how to steer that thing so that you're not crisscrossing the river or the stream or wherever it is and bumping into the shore all the time, unless, of course, you want to. If you've ever been canoeing with a loved one and you've never been canoeing before, may I highly suggest you start by yourself first, as it is with our spiritual practice as well. We might try to bring people along as we're learning, and we're very, very new at this. We might try to say, oh my God, I found this fabulous thing, I want to share it with you, come along with me, let's explore together. In some cases that's pretty good, but in the terms of trying to keep things between the shore, and you each have your own idea, and others have their own ideas about what that means to stay between the two shores, you find that it can be very frustrating and maybe even defeating. So I encourage you to remember that practice does not make perfect. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Remember that. We are perfect as spiritual beings, as we are right now. We practice our skill sets so that we make progress into our next greater yet to be. So for Transformation Tuesday, as the beepers are going off, I'm going to turn around here so you can see that dredging machine. There they are. There they are. I will be coming to you from Texas next week. This is my last Transformation Tuesday for a while from northwest Michigan, and it has been a pleasure. I am grateful for the technology that allows me to do so. So, little science, a little water, a little machinery, a little progress, all those good things. Keep at it. I know you can. You have everything you need right here, right now. I love you dearly, and I'll see you next week.